What's poppin', peeps? It's your boy, for CancerMoonsTarot, and welcome to the daily reading. The first sign I see is the first sign I read. Let's get it poppin', baby, and see what's going on for all 12 of my motherfucking zodiac signs in love. Hopefully, guys are doing fantastic. If so, let me know down in the comments down below. Links in the description box down below for my Instagram, my Twitter, and my TikTok. If you guys want to drop a follow, I would greatly appreciate that. Shout out to the notification gang. I love to see my notification gang pull on through. As always, the first sign I see is the first sign I read, and the first sign I saw was Libra. So let's go ahead and get it poppin'. Hi, guys. I know everybody's like, WTF? It's late, right? Unfortunately, today I was so busy doing tons of stuff. Actually, so busy as well, getting my second camera back, so super excited about that. I do have to tweak the lighting a bit because it's, you know, not super bright, so we'll pick up more lights in the future and kind of figure that out. But either way, happy to be here. I wasn't going to miss today's daily, so happy Monday. Hope you guys had a fantastic weekend, to say the least. As previously mentioned, first sign for today is going to be Libra, but let me say what's up to some peeps before I say what's up to some peeps. As always, if you want a personal reading, head over to CancerMoonsTarot.com. First link in the description below. I'd be happy to book you if you are interested. But let's say hello, guys. What's going on, Bia Bay, Ruby Bird, Dope Butterfly? Very happy Mondays. What's poppin', Lila, Christina? Hey, Bells. Appreciate you tuning in. What's going on, Alyssa? Sandry, how are you? What's going on, M31's Princessa? How you doing? You said nice surprise from Aunt. Happy to be here. What's going on, Sue? Tracy, Alyssa said, am I in the right time zone? There we go. Yeah, we're coming out here late, but we're chilling. Lila, what's going on? Fawn, what's up? Alyssa said, I prefer late. I'm finally relaxing. Happy to hear that for you. What's it called? Princessa said, as much as I love tarot, I don't follow many readers, but I'm actually subbed to this channel because Ant's readings hit different. Thank you. Well, I'm glad to resonate with you. Thank you. Really, really appreciate it. But without a further ado, we're going to get back into it. Rastafarian said, kind of a glare on the side of the table. Yeah, so that glare will go away inevitably. That glare, though, is kind of what is lighting up the table at the moment. So I do have to get more kind of fixed lighting at the end of the day, but for now this is what I'm gonna rock with. So yeah, I gotta work with what I got, you know. But either way though, everybody, let's get into it. Let's see what's up. We're gonna start out here with Team Libra, coming on into your next 24. So let's see what's going on. What's showing up here for Libra? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus Zodiac in the next 24 hours. What do we got rolling on in here, please, for the zodiac signs of Libra in the next 24 hours. All right, Team Libra, we're gonna go ahead and get ourselves a few more shuffles, and then we'll see what's popping, man. Hopefully we're looking at some pretty fantastic stuff for your next 24. Let's see what's going on. Libra, overall energy for you is going to be the Hangman. You could be connecting here possibly with a Pisces for a few of you. Taking a look here at the current energy, we have here the King of Wands in reverse, looking at what you're dealing with Piscean, or looking at what you're dealing with Piscean, looking at what you're dealing with Libra. We got here the Sun in reverse. This is Leo energy, and having a look here at the outcome for you, Three of Swords in reverse as well. So Libra, first things first, I do want to mention, you can be connecting with a Pisces. You may also be connecting here with a Leo. Take that if it resonates for sure. But Team Libra, let's go ahead and get it popping. So for your next 24 hours, Hangman showing up here paired to the King of Wands in the reverse position as well. Kind of feels to me for you guys that you are starting to notice that you're not really interested in someone or something at this time. However, at the same time, if the overall energy is the Hangman, typically with the Hangman, that's a vibe of starting to feel stuck. So it kind of seems to me like you're feeling stuck, even though you're uninterested in someone or something. This is an energy of feeling trapped. Let's say, for example, maybe you connected with somebody romantically, maybe now you're not so attracted to them, but maybe because you put quite a bit of an investment in them, you're saying to yourself, well, I'm stuck in this relationship now. And the truth is, Libra, is we're never stuck in anything. So don't keep yourself involved in something you're uninterested in due to the nature of maybe being worried of disappointing or letting somebody else down. That's never a great way to go about it. Not only is it going to hurt the person, but it's going to hurt you in the process. So make sure, first and foremost, if the disinterest is there, you are free to move, Libra, wherever you'd like and whatever catches your glimpse of interest. Having a look at what you're dealing with right now, Sun in reverse, you know, disinterest suddenly leads to unhappiness. And I see you guys here being unhappy with something, and looking at the current outcome, Three of Swords reversed, it's like I want nothing more than to be separated from whatever this is. So whether you're really unhappy in a relationship, whether you're really unhappy in a job, you're really unhappy in some sort of area of your life, maybe you moved somewhere and you hate it. At the end of the day, I've been there before, you know? So whatever the case may be for you, remember that you are free. You have the opportunity to make these changes accordingly if you wish to. You don't have to stay stuck. At the end of the day, the only thing that's keeping you trapped there is this thought or this belief that because of all the time or all the energy you have invested into someone or something means that you need to stick around. If you're unhappy, guys, you have that freedom to move. That would be my best advice here, period. If you're unhappy in a situation, don't stay in that situation here, Libra. You're not obligated, and nor do you have to be stuck here. So allow yourself to be set free. That would be my best advice. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Shout out Team Libra. Thanks for tuning on in, okay? All right, Libra, we're going to keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. By the way, Lila, thanks for being a member for over the past 9 frickin' months. You said love and appreciate you. Grateful for you. Thanks. You're very welcome. Grateful for you as well. Thank you so much for your love and your support, Lila. Fawn, thanks for the $2. You said so on point, and happy to resonate with you, Fawn. Thank you for your donation. Definitely means a lot. Alyssa said, moved 2 times already, and I definitely want to leave again. Understandable. And you know what? When it comes to wanting to find that spot that you resonate with, some people were born into it. Other people find it quick. Some people it takes time. Maybe right now it's a great time for you to keep on exploring, right? Explore your options. Go to different places. Take vacations. You might even find a spot that really resonates with you well from taking a vacation in general. But, you know, never feel guilty in that retrospect of having to move around. You know, where your energy meshes and vibes well is where you deserve to be, period. You know? So definitely something to keep in mind. Anyways, guys, we did touch base here with our air signs as the first zodiac for today. Give me about a moment or so. We'll get on into the rest of it. I think what I'll do here today is we're going to be taking a look here. We did air first. Let's do air, water, fire, earth. So we'll be getting into water signs next. Happy Monday, though, everybody. Hope you had a great weekend. And thanks for everybody who's here, man. Shout out to the 80 peeps in the chat. If you can drop a like, that'd be super awesome. Would appreciate it so much. Sorry to hear that, Fawn. Yeah, I can, even though I'm not necessarily in a marriage, I can assume that they're not fun, so hope that they get sorted out for sure. Whoa, thank you so much, Palmer. Really appreciate that, Palmer Stevenson. Thank you for the $24.99. That really helps out. Thank you so much for your love and for your support. That was really kind of you. Thank you. Lila said, you're absolutely amazing, and I'm always grateful to get your live. It makes me feel better. I'm happy to do so, Lila. Thanks for tuning in. You guys make me feel better all the time anyways, so really appreciate it, man. Yesterday, we did the live stream for the members for the weekly read. It was nice to see you guys come out yesterday as well. And for those of you that got to catch the live later, it was nice to catch up with you too. But yeah, thanks. Thanks, Queen Sassy. I like your name. That's a good one. All right, let's keep it moving forward, guys. Hopping into water. Let's see what's up here for the lovely and amazing Scorpio gang. What's going on here, baby? Message is showing up here for Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours. What information is going to be rolling on in here, please, for the zodiac sign of Scorpio in the next 24 hours? What do we got going on here for ya? Team Scorpio, we're going to get ourselves about one last and final shuffle, and we'll see what's up here, baby. Hopefully all is well for you guys at this time. Scorpio, overall energy for you is going to be the Two of Swords in reverse. You could be connecting here possibly with an air sign like a Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Having a look here at the current energy, we have here the Justice in reverse. What you're dealing with here, Scorps, is going to be the Hierophant. And then having a look here at the outcome for you is going to be the Fool card in the upright position as well. So let's see what's going on. All right, Team Scorpio. We do begin here with a Two of Swords in reverse, and we pair that Two of Swords reverse with a Justice in reverse as well. I do want to note you got 3 major arcanas. You could be connecting with a Libra, possibly a Taurus, or possibly an Aries. Now, I see here with this energy, you've kind of made your mind up that a situation's unbalanced, Scorpio, is the sense that I'm picking up on. It's like, it feels like this situation's unbalanced. It looks like it's going to remain unbalanced. So with that being said, it kind of feels like that's your one way of looking at something, and it's not necessarily necessarily a perception that's changing. Having a look at what you're dealing with, though, the Hierophant. Hierophant card here represents duties, it represents obligations, it represents what you invest your time into. And I think what's happening here is after you've spent so much time investing in a person, place, or thing, and not seeing a healthy, equal give and take aspect coming out of this, it's become quite frustrating for you. And I feel like your frustration is now very clear. Now, even though the Justice reversed talks about unbalance and not always a lack of equal give and take, I feel like in your situation, on more of an intuitive level, it's representative of that. It's like, yeah, there is a lack of equal give and take. I don't feel like our relationship's balanced, or I don't feel like this friendship's balanced, or this work is balanced, or my work life is balanced. Like, something here feels incredibly off, and I don't feel like I'm getting a good trade-off. I feel like I'm getting the short end of the stick, is what I'm seeing coming up for you, Scorpio. So looking at the outcome here, right, we got the Fool. Fool card here is all about saying, maybe it is time for me to consider opening up to a new option, right? If I'm not feeling like I'm getting what I deserve and I'm getting nothing more than the short end of the stick, then it's probably time here to be open to new beginnings, be open to a new situation that's going to bring me the balance that I know I deserve 110%. So definitely I see you guys taking this all into consideration. I do think, though, you're very fed up, and that becomes clear and apparent in your next 24 hours, that you're very fed up here with some sort of relationship, friendship, your work situation, whatever the case here may be for you. So that's where I think you're at, though. You're going to be looking at options to connect with what's really going to serve you and what's really going to benefit you going forward, okay? All right, Team Scorpio, take it if it resonates, of course, leave it if it doesn't, but guys, thanks for tuning in here nonetheless, okay? Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So, real quick, I do want to say, Alyssa Villa, thank you so much for the $4.99. You said, a pleasant surprise seeing you live. Thanks for the Libra reading. Accidentally had you on full blast near my roommates. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you too. Hopefully I didn't scare the crap out of your roommates, but thanks for the donation. I appreciate it, and more than happy to resonate with you. So thank you for, giving back a little bit. I really, really do appreciate that. Either way though, guys, let's keep it moving forward. What's going on, Amber Joe? Appreciate you tuning in. We're going to touch base here now. We did the water, we did the air. Let's get on into the fire and see what's going on here for your next 24. So for fire signs, we're going to jump right into the birthday peeps and see what's going on here for Sagittarius. Okay, so let's see what we got going on. Messages coming on in here for Saggy. Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus in the next 72 hours. This ain't the damn weekend reading. Goddamn, what do we got going on here for Saggy in the next 24 hours? What's up here for you? I do want to say happy birthday to all of you guys. I hope you're having a great birthday so far, a great season. Thank you, Sagittarians, for tuning in. Let's see what's up here, man. What do we got going on for you? Sagittarius, overall energy for you, Page of Pentacles. You could be dealing with an earth sign. That'll be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Coming into the current energy, 3 of Cups in reverse. What you're dealing with here, 4 of Wands in reverse. Having a look here at the outcome, we got the 3 of Wands in the upright as well. So Sagittarians, let's see what's going on with you. Page of Pentacles here, 3 of Cups in reverse here. Kind of feels to me like you guys are trying to be open to some new idea, is what it feels like, Sag, because right now 3 of Cups reverse is representing I'm not really happy or fulfilled, so I do need to start exploring options of what's going to bring in potential fulfillment. Yeah, I mean, looking at what you're dealing with, I'm hearing some of you are thinking about getting new friends or really starting to associate with new people when it comes to the friendship circle. If you've kind of come to terms with the people you've associated with aren't necessarily the greatest people, maybe you're recognizing I should hang around a different crowd. So there could be changes happening there potentially within friendships. There also could be changes happening within romance or even maybe your work situation. But I'm getting that sense for you right now. Something is not fulfilling to me. 4 of Wands reversed. There is something very unstable. And the only way I'm going to find something new is by letting go and being open to something new. So your next 24 hours is about being open. Having a look here at the outcome, we do have here the 3 of Wands. 3 of Wands right now is representative of allowing yourself to see what's beyond the horizon. As you can see, this man here is kind of looking out in the horizon, gazing out there, seeing what his options are, seeing what's on the other side. So I think that that's where you're at here, Sagittarius, which is understandable. If you're unhappy with something, you're going to want to see what different options are arising for you at this time. I am hearing more specifically for most of you, this is going to lie within your friendship sector. So you could be changing who you associate with as a friend, as a family member. I mean, maybe you're switching up who you associate with at work, but there is something that is super unstable here that isn't bringing in joy joy, and you're out to search for joy. Okay? All right, Sag. Happy birthday. Hopefully you have a great rest of your season and a great birthday. And of course, take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't, all right? All right, Saggy, we're going to keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Heather Ann, what's going on? You said, what up, Ant-Man? Hope you had a great weekend. I did indeed. Thanks for asking. Really appreciate you tuning on in. So we've touched base already with the water, the fire, the air. Let's get into Earth. For Earth signs, let's have a look here at the Virgo and see what's up, man. What do we got showing up for Team Virgo, baby? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours. What do we got showing up here for Team Virgo, please? Messages coming in for Virgo. Hold on a second before I drop half my tarot deck. There we go. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, Team Virgo. We're going to get this last and final shuffle, and we'll see what's going on here, baby. Hopefully, we're looking at some awesome stuff. Overall energy for Virgos, 3 of Wands in reverse, coming at you with your current energy. We got the Page of Swords in reverse, what you're dealing with here, the King of Pentacles, and then looking at the current outcome, Knight of Cups in reverse coming out as well. So let's see what's up, man. What's going on for the Virgo gang? Starting out with the overall, we begin here with a 3 of Wands in reverse paired to a Page of Swords in reverse as well. I kind of get the feeling for you guys, you're like turning your back right now and being hesitant. So your next 24 hours seems to me like you're in a very bold kind of energy. You're willing to be bold. You're ready to be bold. King of Pentacles is great because it's representative of feeling very comfortable right now. Cool, calm, collected, reserved. So you're ready to make a bold statement, but the way that you show someone you're bold is through to how calm and collected you are. You know, most of the time, when people see somebody who's very reserved, cool, calm, and collected, it could be almost an intimidating energy for other people to witness because they're like, how the hell are you so cool, calm, and collected? You know, sometimes people can get a little bit thrown off by that. And in a way here, I feel like that's your approach to something for the next 24 hours. Looking at the outcome, you got a Knight of Cups reverse. Knight of Cups reverse here showing up as a card that is basically representing maybe right now somebody hasn't been getting along with you, maybe you haven't been getting along with them, maybe something hasn't been moving in a positive direction for quite some time. But I feel like the reason why you have such a calm demeanor, Virgo, is because you're not letting your emotions get the best of you. You've really taken the time to process the situation. You want to be bold, you want to be honest, you want to be collected, and you want to have a conversation with somebody about how to make something better. But you noted that you couldn't do that if your emotions were all over the place. So you needed to kind of get yourself together or gather yourself together first before making this kind of approach. Here's the thing about the next 24 hours, though. I feel like as you reach out, and you're in this demeanor where you're not hesitant, where you're bold, it almost seems like you come off quite intimidating to the opposing party or the opposing energy, because if the outcome's the Knight of Cups reversed, that means that somebody here is trying to avoid you or walk away rather than interact with you. So it's a pretty interesting day, to say the least. I think you're in a very powerful energy, Virgo, and I think that intimidates the opposing person. And considering that you're in this powerful energy and it's intimidating them, they're in a point where they're backing off rather than coming towards you. I think inevitably they will come towards you, but at least for right now, it seems kind of one-sided. I feel like you're trying to make a situation positive, and the person you're dealing with is probably still going through the motions. Therefore, they're continuing to back off. Very interesting storyline. Take that if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. My advice would be don't pursue somebody who's not willing to work with you. If they need time to process shit still, let them process it. If they are intimidated by you, let them be intimidated. At the end of the day, I think your cool, calm, and collected demeanor is fantastic. I think it's beneficial for you. And I think that when the time is right and this person does want to converse and speak with you, it'll be a good time because you already have everything ready to go, what you want to say, what you want to do, and how you want to move forward. You have all that ready. So I think that it'll work out to your advantage. Okay? All right, Virgo. Very interesting reading. Take that if it resonates. Leave it if it doesn't. You know, that was a little bit of a oddball reading, but if it happens to be your story, cool. Happy to resonate with you. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So, guys, we have touched base here so far. Oh my God. Hold on a second. Please don't drop half my deck. There we go. Today I'm Butterfingers, and it's been this way all day today, so please do bear with me because I might actually chuck off my entire tarot deck on the deck today, or on the desk today, so do bear with me, everybody. But as I was previously saying, we finished up our first batch. Happy that everybody's come out here so far. Thank you guys for that. We'll be jumping into our second batch here shortly, as I'm going to take a bit of a break. If you guys want to chat, shoot the shit, hit me with some comments, and we'll talk for a little bit. You're welcome, Hadley. Appreciate you coming by. Fawn said, if it's not your story, please check your other placements in your chart. For sure, for sure. Absolutely, guys. If your sun, moon, and rising are not resonating, or even if your sun in general isn't resonating, you can always check your other signs. And by the way, you can also check other signs that aren't just sun, moon, rising, or Venus. If you want to look at your Mercury sign, if you want to look in your Jupiter and your Saturn, you have every, you're more than welcome to do so on the channel, okay? So yeah, Nova said resonates like crazy. Thank you. Happy to resonate with you. I actually wasn't sure if that Virgo reading was going to reach somebody, but happy that it applies in a way that can resonate to you. So you're very welcome. Rastafari Ann said, just glad to see you. Glad to see you too. Thanks so much. Stacy Pittman, what's going on? Hey, and Soul Fam, happy holidays. Much love. Much love to you as well. Thank you so, so much. Appreciate everybody being here today, man. I'm not used to doing lives this late. I can't believe it's almost 9 o'clock. It's 8:50 p.m. pretty much. 8:49, about to be 8:50. But yeah, I've had a heck of a day. Not in a bad way. It's been a great day. It's just I've had so much going on and so much to do that everything kept getting delayed. So I was like, okay, we got to go live super late today. But it's actually surprisingly pretty damn relaxing. So I don't actually mind being on live a little later than usual. You know, my thing is I don't want to disturb my neighbors, so I wouldn't probably go live at like 10 p.m., but you know, it's not that late, to say the least. Sandri, thanks for the 5. I appreciate that. Thanks, Ant, for the Libra and Virgo readings. You're so very welcome. Thank you for your donation. Helps out so much more than you know. Ruby Bird said, so happy to be here for a live. Are you going away for the holidays? For the holidays, I don't go away, but for the so for Christmas Eve, I stay with my girlfriend's family. We all live in the same building together. So my girlfriend and I live in one apartment, but her family members live in other apartments within the same complex. So I'll be spending Christmas Eve with them. And then for Christmas Day, I'll usually go to my parents' house. So I'll see my parents, my cousin, other side of my family, and that kind of stuff. So we split it up a little bit. But yeah, that's what I'll be doing here. So I won't be doing any sort of actual like traveling or going away. You know, my parents are relatively close to me, but I will be visiting them for Christmas Day, which is super exciting. So that's my plan, at least for now, you know. Your Virgo placements are on point a lot, and they're not your sun, moon, rising. Yeah, see, that happens. Like, I've had certain readers that I've watched where my sun sign and my rising, right, they're both in Cancer. So when I would watch a Cancer reading, they would never resonate to me, but I'd watch Libra, which is my moon sign. They'd resonate like crazy. Sometimes I would watch my Vedic astrology zodiac, which is Gemini. Sometimes I'll watch Gemini readings, and Gemini readings are literally hitting the spot for me. So yeah, you can watch even a different kind of astrology if you'd like to. Like, I like to look at my Vedic chart from time to time, and it's really surprising at how accurate all those other zodiacs can be, you know. Rastafarian said, usually I'm cooking lunch, but today I'm cooking dinner. That's what's up. Thanks, Lila. I appreciate that. What's going on, Stephanie? Finally catched you live. Happy to hear that. Heather Ann said, Sebastian, question mark. Well, Sebastian currently is off limits in the office just for now until I get him some toys and I get him his bed, because when I had him in here for the weekend read, he broke some stuff. The moment that I hit this button, guys, the moment I hit, we'll be right back. A lot of things broke, unfortunately, and it wasn't necessarily his fault. He was just being a cat, but I have to cat-proof a little bit more for the office before I can continue to let him in. So he's chilling with my girl right now anyways, though. They're both, I think, sleeping, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, Sebastian will be allowed in more when I can figure out how to cat-proof, and also I need more of his toys in here. I need like his toys, his cat tree, all that stuff, so that he ain't bored anyways, you know? I let him in when I'm not live because I can monitor him, but when I'm live, it's a little bit tough. You're a Cancer Sun, Cancer Moon, and Cancer Rising. Oh yeah, you got a Cancerian stellium there, huh? That's what's up, though. That's cool. You got a lot of Cancerian energy. It means you're a cool person. For sure, for sure. Fawn said it's crazy because I have so many traits of a Virgo and Aries with my Aries moon, but I'm a true Libra. Gotcha. Yeah, that's the same for me. It's like, so I'm born June 22nd. It's so close to the 21st, which is Gemini season when it switches. So it's like I have so many Gemini characteristics and traits. I don't believe in cusps though, but however, when you go into Vedic astrology, which Vedic doesn't follow the house like Western, Vedic actually follows where the exact placement of the zodiac is. So technically in Vedic astrology, I'm born as a Gemini, you know? So there is a lot of Gemini readings I've resonated with, or Gemini traits and qualities. So yeah, it's very interesting how everything can kind of like mix and match, you know? All right, though, guys, let's go ahead and keep it moving forward, though. We're going to hop back on into our our air today. Okay, we did Libra first. So going back into our air signs, let's have a look here at the Gemini and see what's going on here, baby. Message is showing up here for Gemini, please. Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What do we got showing up here for Team Gems? Message is showing up for Gemini. Oh, sorry about that, guys. What sign do I have overlapping this? Is that Aries? It is. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. What's going on here for you? All right, Geminis, we're getting our last shuffle over here, and we'll see what's up. Hopefully, we're looking at some awesome stuff. Overall energy for you is an Ace of Swords in reverse. Taking a look at the current energy, we got a Five of Swords, what you're dealing with, Gemini. We got a Queen of Swords in reverse, and then having a look here at the outcome is going to be the Three of Cups in the upright position as well. So as far as what I'm seeing for Team Geminis coming into your next 24 hours, let's have a look. Ace of Swords reversed here, and we pair that with a Five of Swords. I almost want to say, Gems, like, you could be in a period of time where you're not communicating to somebody or not talking to somebody, and that could be due to the fact that you might be irritated with them. Five of Swords. Five of Swords could represent irritation. It could represent the energy of feeling flustered or frustrated with somebody, you know, looking at what you're dealing with. Queen of Swords reversed. I think it has a lot to do, though, with who you're dealing with and the ways that they're communicating towards you. So Queen of Swords reversed is a card that could be somebody communicating or not communicating, but when they're communicating, it represents that maybe it's not the kindest words. Maybe somebody's very attitudinal towards you, Gemini. Maybe the words they say cut, like they're cutthroat type of words. So I'm getting that feeling for you where it's like, yeah, right now I'm frustrated with someone. I don't really want to talk to them. I don't want to talk to somebody who's not going to be pleasant to talk to at the end of the day. I want to be in a good energy and a good vibe, and I'm not trying to deal with Mr. or Mrs. Attitudinal. So looking at the outcome, Three of Cups, I think you're at a place in the next 24 hours, Gems, where it's like, I'm going to go off, hang out with the people who support me the most, be around fun energy and fun people, because I'm tired of being frustrated with somebody. Like, if you've been frustrated with somebody for the past week, for the past couple of days, or even if it's just for the next 24 hours, you want to take your mind off the frustration from that person and just really enjoy yourself is what I'm seeing come into play. So yeah, take that if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't, but you're going to be living it up with the people who are good energy and good vibes, basically to try to get off of that energy of being frustrated with that one specific person, all right? Or maybe that one specific situation, if it doesn't happen to be a person, okay? All right, though, Gems, we're going to keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Thanks for coming on out. Do appreciate it, and have a great day, okay? All right, everybody. So we did start out with the air signs for today. Let's jump back on into our water. Going into the water, Team Cancer. Let's see what's going on. What do we got showing up here for the Cancer, baby? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours. What do we got showing up here for Team Cancer? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. Let's go ahead and have ourselves a look. Cancer, overall energy for you is going to be the Temperance. You could be connecting here potentially with a, how do I say this, a Sagittarian for some, but I wanted to say Virgo, so take that if that applies. But anyways, Cancer, overall energy, we got here the Temperance. Looking at the current energy, Seven of Swords, what it is you're dealing with here, we got the Eight of Swords in reverse, and then having a look here at the outcome for you, Cancer, is going to be the Judgment in the reverse position. So let's have a look here at your next 24. Cancerian, Temperance card here to the Seven of Swords. I kind of feel automatically for you, you're at a point in time where you might be trying to heal some sort of behavior. You know what, Cancer? I actually kind of like this reading because it's about becoming aware of maybe some of the negatives that you have within yourself, maybe some of the negative behaviors you have, or something about you that's toxic. And before anybody gets triggered and mad, I'm going to be real with everyone. We're all toxic in a way. We all have toxic traits, every single one of you, including the fucking Pope. So at the end of the day, don't take this as a personal shot. This is actually a really positive reading as we continue to progress into it. So Cancers, you're kind of like looking at maybe some of the toxic traits you have, and you're like, you know what? I want to fucking heal that shit, because that's not my greatest version. Everybody has the greatest version of themselves. Everybody has an okay version, a mediocre version, an angry version, a horrifying version. We all have tons of different versions of how we can show up and who we can be. But I think that when it comes to these toxic traits, maybe they've come out the past couple days in a certain way. Maybe you've gotten in an argument with a friend, a lover, you know, your mom, dad, whoever, and you've kind of been recognizing, yo, I don't really like the way that I've been behaving. Like, I don't like these toxic habits or toxic traits I have. And as you're starting to see that unfold, you're like, I actually want to heal this shit. I don't want to feel guilty. Eight of Swords reversed. I don't want to hurt other people. I don't want to be in crappy energy or giving out crappy energy to other people. It's like, I'm at a point in time where this is something I want to heal so that I can actually better myself going forward. And remember, toxic traits are not only something that hurt other people, they are also something that hurt yourself. So as you can see that and understand that, you're out here willing to put in the work. And I think that's so fantastic that you can sit there and shatter the fucking ego, say screw the ego for a moment, let's be real with myself, and note and acknowledge that maybe some of these toxic energies or habits or whatever the case may be aren't suitable for me, and it's not great to give out to other people. So it's time to create a change. Looking at the outcome here, Judgment in reverse, this is the energy of getting ready to take a chance on this and, take a look at that side of yourself that you're not necessarily happy with and recognize, I don't want to be judged based off of the toxic energies I've given out, but I want to be judged with the love that it can continue to put into the world, continue to put into myself, continue to put into the people surrounding me. I understand this reading, man, wholeheartedly, I'm not fucking perfect, guys. I could be a dick. I mean, like, seriously, like, I could be a real dick, okay? I'm not a saint. I'm not amazing. And no one is. That's the point, right? We all have some pretty crappy energy that we can show up in sometimes. We all have some horrifying energy we can show up in sometimes. We're all that way. And I know that in my past, there's been a lot of changes I needed to address, a lot of toxic things about myself I needed to address. And a lot of that happened actually romantically, believe it or not. Like, I needed to learn in romantic relationships a lot of what my toxic traits were and what I needed to overcome and work on. And throughout the years, I've worked on those so well in a way where I've identified how horrible it is, not only for me, but for my person, what needs to change and be worked on. And not only am I feeling freed from those types of energies, but I've bettered myself in such a powerful and positive way. And whether or not we're talking about relationships, we're talking about your friendships, we're talking about even toxicity towards the self, being able to heal that, guys, is fucking powerful. So Cancers, you have an awesome reading. I commend you. I'm proud of you. It's ego shattering. It is kind of weird to admit when you're being wrong or toxic, but putting the ego aside, it's a wonderful thing. And I think you're going to have a lovely next 24 hours releasing this type of energy, and I'm proud of you. Okay. All right, Cancer. Awesome. Let's keep it popping, pushing and moving forward. So we have touched base here so far with our water, and we've done our air. We'll be jumping on into the fire signs in just a moment, guys. Jocelyn said, Aunt, I can be mean AF. I hate it when people make fun of me. Don't mess with me or I will come for you. It happens, though. It happens for sure. Everybody has that energy where don't poke the bear, It's not good to poke the bear. Don't mess with the bull. You'll get the horns type of deal. You don't want to fuck around and find out. That's more of a modern thing to say, right? Well, if you fuck around, you're going to find out. Yeah, you're gonna, But at the end of the day, though, right? Some of those situations are justified. I think that fucking around and finding out is justified. Period. But when it does come towards being deliberately toxic or being deliberately mean or deliberately, in a nasty type of energy, that's where maybe we can try to work on that going forward, So definitely something to talk about. Heather Ann said, you don't choose one side, though. That's what makes you beyond most. Flexibility is Mother Nature's strength. For sure. C said, I'm too quiet and I don't like public places, so I get overstimulated and take it out on people. So I do know somebody who's like that, actually. And I can say from the person who gets it taken out on, it is uncomfortable because it's like, I want to make you feel comfortable, but it shouldn't be my fault that you're feeling some type of way. So it can be frustrating for the person on the receiving end to feel that. But I think that what I needed to recognize too is that at one point or another, I was pretty similar to that, believe it or not. I used to get very overstimulated going out in public. I used to never be able to walk into a store without being on the brink of a panic attack due to the nature of just never wanting to leave my house. I was so anxiety ridden, and I would kind of push people and be like, we should go, we should leave. I would try to push people to leave type of deal so we can get back home and things of that nature. But what I learned is that being in that energy, granted, I didn't like going out in public, it was actually something that was overcomeable. And I never thought it was. I don't get anxiety anymore going out into the wild. Don't get me wrong. I'm a homebody. I love being home. But when I go out into the wild, it's not that bad anymore. I'm not anxious about it. But I did that by forcing myself to really be involved in those kinds of situations. If you ever want to be able to move past something that makes you anxious, you have to do what makes you anxious. And that's what I learned. And it sounds super counterintuitive, but it's true. This is going to sound a little weird as well, but I guess I'll talk about it. Back in high school, I used to smoke a good amount of pot. And one day from smoking all that weed, I ended up getting a panic attack. And then from there, every time that I would smoke weed, it made me panic. It made me freak the fuck out to the point where I was like, I'm never touching the ganja ever again. And then I reminded myself, if you want to overcome anxieties, you need to do essentially what you're fearful of. And then I said, fuck it. It's been a few years. I'm going to smoke a blunt. And you know what? I smoked that blunt. I had positive vibes. I had the intention of overcoming this fear, worry, and anxiety. And it was a good high. And you know what? I know that sounds crazy, right? Like so random. And I know that that might not be the best example. But for me, that was one of those things I needed to overcome by facing the fear and the anxiety head on. I've had that in many other things in life. I probably could have used a way better example. Like going out in public used to freak me out. I just kept going out in public to the point where I was able to be okay with it. So the more you confront what it is that makes you anxious, the more you're going to be melting that fear away and you're going to find your comfort there. Okay? So hopefully that resonates with somebody who needs to hear that at this time. Okay? Anyways, though, we'll be keeping it popping, pushing, and moving forward in just a moment. Okay? Also, Marlene, what's up? I don't know if I said hi already, so hello. Thanks for tuning in. Hope all is well. All right, though, guys, let's get back into it. We touched base with the Cancer, so that's air. We've done our water. Let's get on into our fire, baby. Going into the fire signs, we're going to see what's popping in for Team Leo. What do we got going on here for Leo, baby? Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What do we got showing up here for Team Leo? Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, Team Leo, we're going to get ourselves this last and final shuffle, and we'll see what's going on here, baby. Hopefully, we're looking at some pretty fantastic stuff. What do we got going on for our Lion Gang? Give me 1 second here, Team Leo. The cards are finicky today. Overall energy for you is going to be the Ace of Wands. You might be connecting here possibly with a fire sign. That'll be an Aries, a Sag, or a Leo. Having a look at the current energy, we got here the Ace of Swords in reverse, what you're dealing with. We got here the Knight of Swords in reverse, and then taking a look here at the outcome for you is going to be the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse position as well. So what I'm seeing here so far for Team Leos, Ace of Wands is fantastic. It's usually representative of a new beginning. So I think that you guys are ready for something new. But when I look at the current energy being the Ace of Swords reversed, I'm not sure if you're ready to take action though. So you're ready for something new, but like, are you truly ready to do the work is almost what I'm hearing for Leos. Please don't take offense. I know that might have sounded like douchey of me to say, but I think that's what Spirit's trying to say. Like Spirit's like, you're ready for this, but are you ready to do the work? Because it's going to require your commitment. It's going to require your effort, and you have to take this path and not turn back. What the hell is happening here? I feel like we're in the Matrix. If you take the fucking blue pill, you're going to stay in the Matrix. If you take the red pill, you can never go back. Or maybe I fucking reversed them. Who knows? But I think that that's kind of the energy, Leo, you're being faced with. It felt very Matrixy. It's like, if you're going to do something, you're going to fucking commit to it, Leo. And if you don't, well, then guess what? It's not going to be that fantastic. So I think that universe is trying to say, you want this new beginning, but if you really want it, you really have to commit and do the work. So very interesting that that's what's showing up. Looking at the outcome, Queen of Pentacles reversed. I'm hearing your priorities aren't aligned. Maybe that's why the universe is saying this. Let's say, for example, you've been saying, universe, I'm so ready to get my dream career going and rolling, but you haven't been applying to other jobs that help out with your dream career. Maybe you haven't been getting the references you needed. You haven't been doing the physical work or doing the application. So the universe is like, yeah, you want your new beginning to be this dream career, but you've done nothing to take it seriously to make it happen. You haven't followed through with your actions. So the universe here could be saying, you got to get your priorities straight, Leo. This reading here might be a bit of a ball buster, but at the end of the day, it's the universe's way of saying, if you really want it, you can have it, but you got to show up. 110%. You got to give whatever this is your all. Because if you don't, you're going to find yourself stuck in this perpetual cycle of can't wait for this new beginning, But if you're not working towards it, that new beginning is going to get further and further and further away. So if that applies, take it if it applies, Leo. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I love y'all anyways. I will love my Lion Gang to the death of me. So shout out Team Leo. Appreciate you guys. And I hope with whatever this is, whatever new beginning you're looking forward to having, I hope that you achieve this and so much more. Okay? All right, guys. Sorry for the, frequent pauses. My throat's kind of, or not my throat, but more so like my stomach, my throat's being a little weird. All right. But thank you guys. Appreciate you, Team Leo. Take it if it resonates. Leave it if it doesn't. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we have done our fire, everybody. We've done our water, and we've done our air. We're going to get into the earth signs here shortly. So just give me about a moment or so. What's going on, Michelle? You said sending you big Leo love. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. Jocelyn said, Aunt, your kitty cracked me up the other day. He did a lot the other day. I was mentioning earlier, like the moment I went to the BRB screen, he jumped on the right there in the back. What's it called? The shelf. And he missed the shelf. He took the runner down with him, though, and ended up breaking a lot of my Christmas decorations. And I was like, fuck. I didn't even scold him or nothing. He just ran out of the room scared shitless. So I do want him more in the office when I work. I have him in the office when I'm not working, but when I do work, I want him around more. It's just I need to be sure that he's going to, be able to have things to keep him busy and stuff of that nature. So I'm trying to do more cat proofing. That was like my first test run and it failed. But either way, I still love him. I'm never going to not love him, But it is what it is. Hey, Vanilla Capricorn, what's up? What's up? You need something super good? Hopefully we get something super good for ya. Really appreciate you tuning in. All right, guys, let's lock in. We're jumping back into Earth, and then we'll take a little bit of a break. For the Earth signs, fuck it. Let's say what's up here to Capricorns for your next 24. What do we got going on here for the Cappy? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours. What information is going to be rolling on in here, please? Message is coming in here for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, Team Capricorn, we're going to get ourselves here this last and final shuffle, and we'll see what's up here, babe. Hopefully, we're looking at some awesome stuff. Cappy, overall energy for you is going to be the 9 of Swords. You could be connecting here possibly with an air sign like a Gemini, a Libra, an Aquarius. Having a look here at the current energy. 7 of Pents, what you're dealing with here, Cappy. 4 of Swords, and having a look here at the outcome for Capricorns is going to be the 4 of Cups in the upright position. So as far as what I'm seeing for Team Capricorn, we do begin here with the 9 of Swords, and we follow that 9 of Swords with a 7 of Pents. 9 of Swords typically could be the card of feeling very overwhelmed, feeling anxious, feeling unhappy. I think to a certain degree you're feeling this way for your next 24 hours. The slight energy of unhappiness here with the 9 of Swords. But the thing is that you're also taking a look here at what you've been investing in. Like, what's been making you feel anxious, Capricorn, if that's what you've been feeling? What's been making you feel sad if you've been feeling sad? You kind of have to question, why am I feeling this way? And I think you will be for the next 24. If you've noticed you've been anxious, angry, irritated, upset about something, what is it that's causing this? So you're going to figure that out. Now, having a look at what you're dealing with, 4 of Swords here says, maybe what you have been dealing with lately is kind of avoiding trying to figure out why you feel the way you feel, is kind of what I'm picking up on coming in for Capricorns. So you feel some way, but you also know that you don't want to get too into it, because if you do, then you got to get into your feelings. And sometimes getting into the feelings is icky. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's kind of like, I don't want to get into my feelings. All right. So I think that's where you've kind of been, Cappy. It's like, I know that if I got into my feelings, I would understand things, I would heal things, but fuck that kind of thing. So I think that's where you've been. It's like, I don't want to go deep. I'm not in the mood for feelings. I get it. But your next 24 hours says, looking at the outcome, 4 cups, if I want to figure it out, I need to look at what's causing it. And I have to ignore that I'm about to go deep down the rabbit hole to my feelings and emotions. I have to ignore that it's going to suck, and I have to sit down and do the work. And that's the vibe here for you, Cappy. It's like, I know I don't want to, but I have to do the work. And this is about motivating yourself, because you know that the payoff is worth it, right? You go through the work, you figure out what's causing you to feel upset, you heal it, you release it, you're back on track. You know that it'll suck doing it, but hey, the trade-off, the payoff, it's what's worth it, So take that if it resonates for my Capricorn peeps. Leave it if it doesn't, but you guys got this. I know it's not awesome sometimes to go deep into your feels, but your feelings are indicators within your body. They let you know what's right, what's wrong, and they let you know what needs to be worked on, what doesn't, what needs to change, what shouldn't change. Your feelings are powerful indicators. Listen to them. They have a lot of useful insight for you. Okay? All right, Capricorns, we're going to keep it popping, pushing, moving forward. Thank you for coming in. Take it if it resonates, of course. Leave it if it doesn't. But Cappy, have a great rest of your day, okay? All right, baby. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Guys, that was our second batch of zodiac signs for today's daily reading. We'll be hopping on into the last and final batch shortly, everybody. Jocelyn said, spot on it. I'm unhappy because my work just pulled the wool right from under me about the bonus I'm going to apply to another job. I'm so tired of that toxic dump. I'm sorry to hear that, especially when you're getting ready for some kind of big bonus or hoping that that's what's coming through. And like you said, it pulls the wool right under you. Not a fun situation to be a part of. So wishing you the best luck on your creative and your career endeavors, you know? Vanilla Capricorn said, yes, and thank you. You're very welcome, my love. Very, very welcome. Well, that's nice to hear, Jocelyn. I'm glad that you feel safe with the peeps here. Seriously, very much so happy to hear that. Thank you, Vanilla Capricorn. Appreciate the 10. Thank you so much. Really, really appreciate it. It goes a long way, my love. Also, Vanilla Capricorn, you said you were super anxious today at work. I don't like when I feel anxious like I did at work, but I've definitely been feeling all this that you've been talking about. Gotcha. Yeah, you know, it's not like, you know what sucks about anxiety is when it becomes an inconvenience, right? Here comes like a little bit of a rant, I guess, but that's so true, right? Doesn't it suck when anxiety becomes an inconvenience? Whether we're being anxious at work and then it kind of interferes with our ability to do our job, or we're feeling anxious, you know, when we have to, you know, do like a speech or something. We feel anxious when we have to do a task. We feel anxious talking to somebody. Maybe we feel anxious doing other things. Bombastic side eye, just saying. Who knows? That's more for the men, though. If they feeling shy in a certain area, then it ain't fun for the other person. Sorry, y'all. I don't know where we're going with this. Either way, you get my drift, though, right? It can be a fucking inconvenience. And that's why, though, when those inconvenient moments happen, this is why I stress so much about the fact that if you want to overcome anxiety, you need to literally embrace it. You can't run away from anxiety, because running away from it only makes you more anxious. You can't try to stop the anxiety and fight it, because fighting it only makes you more anxious. So what do? You have to allow yourself to literally immerse yourself into the anxiety. It's about surrendering, you know? And I mentioned to everybody too, very often, how I've said it before in videos, like I've made videos about like how to overcome anxiety and panic attacks. Surrender's the key. So if we're having a panic attack at work, then you're in an energy where, you know, you have to surrender to it. And the more that you surrender when that panic comes up, the more you're able to release it and let go. So that the point is that the anxiety is no longer there, and it's no longer a fucking inconvenience. You know, I remember there was a point in time on this channel specifically, I think it was back in 2018 or 19, probably in 2019 to be honest, where I used to get like panic attacks almost every daily reading. And I was like, this is fucking inconvenient that my anxiety is spiking again, and it keeps happening when I go live. And it was very difficult to deal with, because you guys would have never saw it on me, because I was very good at hiding my anxiety, but it was so difficult to manage doing the work I do on top of going through a full-blown panic attack on top of that. So when I recognized this is an inconvenience, I was like, well, guess what? I can't run away from the anxiety. I can't run away from going live. I also can't fight the anxiety while I'm live. So guess what? I need to lock in and just get the fuck through it and surrender. If the panic comes, it comes. If I freak out, I freak out. It is what it is. And when I kept doing that repetitively, broke the shitty inconvenience of that anxiety, and it went away. So something to keep in mind, guys. You got to literally face your fears. As cliche as that sounds, it's how you get through it, you know? For sure. Fawn said, Aunt, what do you got in that vape? Nothing but nicotine, I promise you. Nothing but nicotine, you know? Glad you guys enjoyed that little joke over there. Yes, Mercury is going to be in Gatorade soon. The Mercury retrograde is incoming. It'll pass. Yep, for sure. Mercury Gatorade is coming. I've been feeling that energy, though. I've been having my already, like, what is it called with Mercury retrograde? Like when things just don't work out, the inconveniences, I guess, if you will. Like I've had inconveniences as I've been rebuilding the setup. Like, oh, I thought this was going to work and it didn't work. fuck, I gotta redo this, I gotta redo that, I gotta buy this, I gotta buy that. You know, during Mercury retrograde, it's hard to have everything accounted for sometimes. So therefore, you can have some missing key components of bringing something together, and it can be stressful. So I dealt with all that stress already, though, as we have finished up the setup today, and I gotta say, it's looking gorgeous, guys. I'm so excited. You know what's cool? The secondhand camera, this guy right here, is actually mounted to the fucking wall. How insane is that? You know, I got this big ass bracket, and it has so many cool things to it where I can move it if I want to, I can extend it more if I want to, and I don't ever have to worry about a tripod ever again. So I'm so excited. So friggin' excited, man. Gatorade, huh? Yes, sir. Rastafarian, we learned not to drain you so much. Oh, I love that for you guys. Appreciate y'all. Yeah, I don't get drained that much, man, on live like I used to. You know, I used to get really drained doing daily readings and readings in general, but I've kind of learned how to separate, you know, that energy from attaching it too much. Vanilla Capricorn said, you're flipping amazing, Aunt. Grateful for you. Thank you, my love, and likewise. Jocelyn said, for great gifts, you may want to visit saponeandcandela.com. Hell yeah. This helps Aunt. Besides getting a personal read, you may become a member. We're all happy that you're here tonight. Thank you. Yeah, guys, if you want to support an awesome small business, head over to saponeandcandela.com, especially for the Christmas time coming up and for holidays in general. If you want to get some cool ass candles for peeps, if you want to get some cool soaps for peeps, they have tons of cool shit on their website. You know, the only thing they have with me is the CancerMoonsTarot X SNK collab. That's just a crystal candle collab and a couple other candles that are basically my line and their line. But I'm just saying in general, if you want to give people business, small business, give it to them, man. They deserve it. They bust their ass with the kinds of work they do, and they have really amazing products. So check them out. They're in my description box below if you want to go over to their website. Actually, thank you for reminding me, Jocelyn. I do want to touch base with you guys real quick with a little bit of an update. I have a little bit of remaining stock left over for the candles that I have with Sapone and Candela, especially the Mercury and retrograde candles. I think I got maybe like 3 or 4 more in stock. So I'm going to be throwing those candles up on my website and shipping them directly from my apartment. So with that being said, I do have a couple candles that are left over. So I'm going to be throwing them on my website. And basically, if you guys want to sell them out, sell them out. There's a limited amount left before they end up getting made more in more of a heavy batch. You know, the candle sales have slowed down for a while, especially like how they used to in the beginning. So there's only so little of the stock left. So I'm going to sell it off on my website. So you guys should see candles on there soon if you want to purchase them. If you like them so much, let me know. We'll bring more of those candles back in stock for everybody. Lila said, I realize a lot of mine is everybody else's energy is empathetic, and that's why. Yeah, absolutely. I get where you're coming from, too. That was the realization I needed to have as well, Lila. Vanilla Capricorn said, yes, I can't wait to get more candles, and I want a beanie and a sweater so freaking bad. Hopefully, well, not hopefully, whenever you want to, because they're always going to be on the website. Hopefully you do enjoy it, though, whenever you get a beanie and whenever you get the sweater. One thing I want to say about the CancerMoonsTarot beanie, guys, is that unfortunately they're a little snug. I'm not a fan of snug beanies. I like them, you know, nice and XL, I guess, if you will. So just be mindful of that. If you don't like snug tight, I wouldn't recommend it. And here's me not recommending my own product. But if the hoodie is so fucking comfortable, you'll love it. So hoodie 100% recommend. And if you don't mind the snugness, go for it, you know? Go for it. Thank you, Jocelyn. I appreciate that. Yeah, I have a hard time like putting out those reminders sometimes. Like I have tons of things I can promote for myself, but I feel like it's annoying to you guys to promote my stuff. Like I feel like I'm annoying people to promote personal readings, or when I promote products I have, or when I promote like memberships and stuff. I don't know why I feel like I bother you guys. I mean, this is literally my job. Like I got to do what I got to do, but I don't know. I feel bad. I don't know why. I just don't like to like bother you guys with all that stuff. How do you book a personal reading with me? You can head over to CancerMoonsTarot.com. First link in the description below. I have 3 types of different readings you can book. So if you click the link on whatever reading you want, you'll get all the information on the right-hand side of how to go about everything. So everything will be there for you, for sure, you know? So definitely keep that in mind. Leave me alone, Jocelyn, okay? Not like, I don't know about loosey goosey, Jocelyn. I'm just saying, I don't know about that. Maybe for the beanies, I don't know about everything else, all right? You guys are bad tonight. All right, let's get into our last batch, everybody. So we're jumping back into air. Let's hop into it. Let's go into Aquarius and see what's up for your next 24 hours, Team Aqua. What's going on here, baby? Message is showing up here, Aquarian. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours. What do we got showing up here for Team Aquarius? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours. What do we got going on? All right, Team Aquarius, we're going to get ourselves here this last and final shuffle, and we'll see what's up here, baby. Hopefully, we're looking at some awesome stuff. Team Aquarius, overall energy for you is going to be the Devil. You could be connecting here possibly with a, what am I looking for here? A Capricorn. For some reason, I wanted to say a different sign. Could be dealing with a Cappy. Looking at the current energy, 10 of Wands in reverse. What it is you're dealing with, we got here the 9 of Swords in reverse. Taking a look here at the outcome for you is going to be the 3 of Wands in reverse as well. So let's take a look here, Team Aquarius. Now, you got here a Devil. You also have here a 10 of Wands reverse, which is telling me that you want to let go of the Devil. So if there's been some sort of restriction, limitation, anything of that, nomenclature showing up here in your life, it's like, I want to let this go. But however, I don't know if you have the route to do that yet, or if you know how to do that yet. Looking at what you are dealing with, 9 of Swords reversed, if you were able to let go of the Devil, you would feel so much better. The Devil can be anything, guys. It could be a bad habit, a negative or toxic person. It could be like a really crappy job. It could be whatever your situation is that you're unhappy with. But I feel like, once again, you're trying to figure out, how do I do it? It's not what needs to be let go of. I know that, but how do I do it? It's the how, and how do we get there? So looking at the outcome, 3 of Wands reversed, that's what makes you feel so stuck and trapped. Well, I always tend to tell people this. When we feel like we're stuck, 9 times out of 10, you're never truly stuck. It's just a thought. It's just a mind space. It's just what you tend to believe. People will say, "Aunt, I'm stuck in this relationship." I'm like, stuck in a relationship? You can leave that relationship. You can break up tomorrow. "Aunt, I'm stuck in this crappy apartment." You can leave that crappy apartment tomorrow. You can get maybe an apartment that's the same amount of money that's a little bit nicer. "And I'm stuck at this job." Fucking get a different job. At the end of the day, we place a lot of pressure on ourselves to stay stuck where we are because we don't see an alternative. The reason people feel stuck is because 9 times out of 10, they don't see an alternative. But there's always an alternative. That's what I want to enlighten you guys about, because there's always an alternative, right? So I feel stuck with this person. They're not the only person. There's plenty of fish in the sea. So you have to open up your mind to the fact that there is another alternative. When you start to realize that there is, you'll see them. It's difficult, guys, to see the other alternative when we don't believe that there is one. Therefore, our brain will not compute. Our brain will literally refuse to see any other alternative as possible. But when we start to lock in and say, hey, there is another alternative, then guess what? We're not stuck anymore. That Devil can go bye-bye. We can start to tap into the 9 of Swords reversed, where we're in the energy of feeling good again. And we can start to see that there's hope. 3 of Wands in the upright. There is something else out there for me. I don't need to be trapped here forever. So I'm not sure what your Devil is. For every Aquarius, this is a very different message. Every Aquarian can have their own Devil-like energy. But the only way you're going to get out is by having to remind yourself that there's an alternative. And when you can finally start to believe that for yourself is when you're going to start to see that alternative pop up and show up in your life. Okay? It's going to start with that belief first to be able to see. I love this quote, and it's so powerful. It's not about seeing to believe, guys. It's about believing to see. All the time we spend trying to search for proof to then believe in something is so pointless. How can you not believe in something and then suddenly see it happen with your very own eyes and then believe in it, right? You got to believe in something first that it can happen, and then you see it show up in your life. And because you believed in it, you made it happen. That's what it's really about. So once again, it isn't about seeing to believe, Aquarius, but it's about believing to see it show up. All right? Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Take it if it resonates. Leave it if it doesn't, okay? All right, Team Aqua. All right, everybody. So we've touched base here, guys, with all of our air signs for today's daily read. Let's hop back into our water signs. Going into the water, Team Pisces. Let's see what's up here for the fish. What do we got going on for the Pisces, baby? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. in the next 24 hours. What do we got showing up here for Team Pisces? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours. All right, Team Pisces. We're going to get this last and final shuffle, and we'll see what's going on with you, baby. Hopefully, we're looking at some awesome stuff. Now, first things first, Piscean. Overall energy is going to be the 5 of Wands. You might be connecting here with a fire sign. That'll be an Aries, a Sag, or a Leo. Taking a look here into the current energy, 3 of Cups in reverse, what it is you're dealing with, 3 of Swords in reverse. Having a look here at the outcome for you is going to be the Fool card in the upright position. So I feel here for you guys, for your next 24 hours, Piscean, 5 of Wands showing up here could be representative of feeling frustrated, irritated, upset. There might be something bothering you right now, whether that's physical, mental. I do see with what the current energy is, 3 of Cups reversed, this is an energy of being unhappy. So you're feeling bothered, hot and bothered, unhappy right now, Pisces. Looking at what you're dealing with, 3 of Swords reversed, you want to separate yourself from this unhappiness and this bothered-like kind of energy, but I feel like you've just been having a hard time doing that. The good news is, though, Pisces, is that in the next 24 hours, I think you are going to finally successfully separate yourself from this. So let's say, for example, Pisces, maybe some of you guys have been dealing with something like a headache for the past couple days, and you've been frustrated about it, but in the next 24 hours, you kind of finally realize how to cure that headache and fix it. Maybe this entire time taking Tylenol wasn't beneficial, but Advil was. By the way, I'm not making any recommendations about health. I'm not a doctor. Do not listen to me whatsoever. Go see a licensed professional, because that ain't me. Regardless, though, Pisces, I'm just saying, whether it's something physical or something mental, or you've been dealing with frustration with a person, it's like I am starting to realize now how I can separate myself from all these frustrating feelings that I've been having. So you're getting the answer. Okay, guys? If somebody here has been bothering you and frustrating you, maybe you're figuring out how to get them to stop. You finally figured out what to say to them, how to communicate to them, that type of stuff. So you're realizing how to become that fool and set yourself free from this in the next 24 hours, all right? Very interesting reading. It's super quick and super general. All right, take that if it applies, though, of course. If it's not your story, absolutely no worries. But Pisces, I appreciate you coming in nonetheless. So thank you guys so much for your love and support, and have a very great rest of your day, okay? All right, Pisces, we're going to keep you guys popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we have touched base here, everybody, with all the water, all the air. Let's get back into our fire. And going into our fire signs, let's see what's popping in for the Ram fam coming into your next 24. What do we got going on here for Aries, baby? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus zodiac in the next 24 hours. What's going to be rolling on in here, please, for the zodiac sign of Team Aries in the next 24 hours. Team Ram fam, we're already looking at one last and final shuffle, so let's see what's up, man. Hopefully all is well. Aries gang, overall energy for you is going to be the Page of Swords. Having a look at the current energy, we got here a 6 of Swords, what you're dealing with. We have here the World card, and then looking at the outcome, Ram fam, is going to be the Page of Cups in reverse as well. So let's begin and see what's going on. Page of Swords to me can be a card of being hesitant, kind of like not sure if you want to do something or not. I think you're hesitant right now about the future, about what you're doing. Am I on the right path? I feel like you're doubting your path, Aries, is what I'm picking up on intuitively. Am I doing the right thing? Am I making the right move? Is this the right answer? It's like, it's hard to kind of follow through with trust right now where your future's headed, I think, is what I'm seeing come up for you. Looking at what you're dealing with the World card, it's like, yeah, like my world is a little different. My world has changed a lot in the past couple years or the past couple months or maybe this past year, and it's odd to know if you're on the right path or not. But I think sometimes one of the biggest key indicators to know that you're on the right path is due to the nature of how much has actually changed. Change is a wonderful thing. A lot of the time we don't see it as a good thing, guys, but change actually is very positive. And I think that for your next 24 hours, the situation that you're seeing is a lot's changed, a lot's happened, and it's weird and it's different and it's foreign, and because something here isn't familiar, it's creating doubt. I can't tell you guys how many times I've been in unfamiliar territory because my life's changed, and then it's made me kind of get involved in a feeling of doubt, wondering, well, I'm uncomfortable, so maybe this isn't good, because uncomfortability doesn't mean good things. The truth is that being in discomfort is always a signal of growth. I'll say it again. Being in discomfort is always a signal of growth. So Aries, you might be doubting your path. You might be hesitant in the next 24 hours, wondering, am I going the right way? Am I on the right path? Guys, being in discomfort is always a signal of growth, period. So you're growing, baby. World card showing up is always fantastic. Being a part of a whole new world, a big, wide, beautiful world at that. Looking at the outcome, guys. Page of Cups reversed. You don't need to change course. You don't need to put your energy somewhere else. You don't need to doubt your path because everything that's going on is panning out and playing out exactly as it needs to be. So Aries, I do hope that that helps restore the faith in where the future is headed, okay? Much love to you guys. Appreciate my Ram fam. Thank you so much for stopping by. Take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't, but I love you all nonetheless, okay? All right, Aries, we're keeping it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Now, guys, we are on our last zodiac, getting into that earth sign. Let's go ahead and have a look here at the bull gang and see what's popping in here for Team Taurus. What do we got showing up for our Taurus, baby? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What information's rolling on in here for Team Taurus in the next 24 hours? What do we got going on here for ya? All right, my bull gang, last shuffle incoming. We're going to go ahead here and get it popping. Taurus, overall energy for you is the moon in reverse. You could be connecting here with the Pisces for some of you. Taking a look at the current energy, Ace of Swords, what you're dealing with, Taurus, Eight of Swords in the upright, and then having a look here at the outcome, Queen of Swords in reverse here as well. So let's have a look here at you and see what's going on. First things first, Taurus, I do want to mention you could be connecting with the Pisces as we have the moon card showing up here for you as well. Now, overall energy to the current, we have here the moon in reverse and paired that with the Ace of Swords. I kind of want to say for Taurians, it seems to me like you're starting to see the truth here. You're starting to see that maybe someone doesn't care the way that you do. And I think that that's something that's getting you inside your head. It almost kind of feels to me like your next 24 hours is about piecing things together. Eight of Swords in this case is representing reflection. So as you're tending to reflect, thinking about this person, thinking about their behaviors towards you, thinking about their actions, it's like, wait a minute, I feel like they've always never really reflected how much they actually care about me. Or maybe every action and choice truly has reflected that. Maybe what it's reflected is that there isn't as much care into, or that goes into me, as all the care that I put into them. And I think that that's your realization moving into your next 24 hours, Taurus, about how there is an equal give and take. You feel like you've provided so much more, you've showed so much more care to someone, you've given so much more love to someone. And when you're looking at, is that equal? Is that even? There isn't a comparison, because by a mile away, by a landslide, you've provided so much more to someone. So I feel like you're starting to see that for what it is in the next 24 hours. And looking at the outcome here, Queen of Swords reversed, I don't feel like you're taking any action just yet. I don't feel like you're communicating to this person yet, or telling them how you feel, or letting them know that you think that things are unbalanced. I feel like you're just taking the time here to kind of see how somebody's actions has always reflected how they felt about you. And once you start to see that and you continue to uncover that, then I think you'll take action going forward. But at least for the time being, Taurus, I don't see you taking any action yet, okay? You're kind of just in your head, you're thinking about it, and you're seeing how things have always been. Because we may not realize stuff in the moment, guys, but if we ever really take the time to stop and think about what people's actions say about how they feel about us, we can gain a lot of insight. And I see that happening for you. So I don't see a decision happening yet, whether you're cutting somebody off, you're confronting them, you're asking them how they feel. Nothing happening yet, but you're getting it figured out going forward, okay? All right, my bull gang, of course, take that if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. But Taurus, I appreciate you coming in here so much nonetheless. So thank you guys so much for your love and for your support, all right? But with that all being said, Taurus, let's go ahead and keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. And I believe that is our last sign, right? We touched base with the air, water, fire, and the earth. That is our last zodiac here for the day or for the evening. So with that all being said, everybody, guys, thank you so much for coming out here to today's daily reading. I do want to say happy Monday to each and every single one of you. Thanks for your love. Thanks for your support. A special thank you to everybody in the chat that sent in donations. Those donations really help out a lot more than you guys know. So thank you for your support, guys. It really, really helps out. For everybody who's here, if you had fun tonight, please do drop a like. It helps out a lot more than you guys know. So I really appreciate you guys helping me out. I do want to say also, thanks for everybody who still tuned in and stopped by. I know that today's daily was a lot later than usual, as it's almost 10 p.m. So with that, at least for my time. So with that being said, we did have a little bit of a later live than usual, but it was still fun to come out here, shoot the shit and chat with you guys. So thanks for coming out, and I really appreciate it. Okay. Of course, if anybody here is new, consider subscribing. I'd be happy to have you and welcome you here into the Soul family. So if you're new, come on down and subscribe. Come on down and join the Soul fam. As always, everybody, if you are interested in a personal reading, first link in the description box below to my website. If you guys want to book one there with me, head over down to CancerMoonsTarot.com. I'd be happy to take care of you for anybody who has any sort of personal reading needs, okay? All right, though, guys. Quick update on the zodiac signs. We got about 6 more to shoot for December 2023. Those have been heavily delayed, and my sincerest apologies. I've just had so much delay after delay after delay of having access to my computer, my setup, my gear. Now that I have all this accessibility again, I can return back to my normal schedule with video making and uploads. So, guys, please do hang on just a little bit longer for those 6 more signs for the monthly December read. It is coming. I do promise you that, and I will get it to you guys as quickly as possible, okay? So I just wanted to make that a point as well. But guys, I love you, man. Happy Monday. Hope your weekend was well. Today's Monday. Set an intention to have a kick-ass week ahead. And with that being said, everybody, I love you. Have a good one, and I will see everybody in the next video. Much love, and have yourselves a good one. Peace.